We apologize for the technical difficulties. We're off and running, though, here in the bottom of the first. It was a 1-2-3 top of the first for Madonna. And now they got a couple runners on, just with one away for Cooper Etheridge. Crusaders and the Saints. Madonna coming in at 31-13, 14-8 overall. Siena Heights at 12-29 and 8-14 in the conference. Etheridge sends this into shallow center field. Charging in and making a nice diving catch was Mason Mitchell out in center. But that'll bring home Luke Spicer for the first run of the game here in the bottom of the first.
The first baseman, number 10, Donovan Thompson.
The 43rd RBI of the year for Cooper Etheridge. That now brings up Donovan Thompson with 2 away here in the home half of the first. Thompson will take a first pitch strike sent in by Garrett Smith. Smith, the 6'4" senior for the Heights, came on in relief in both games of the Defiance doubleheader. Didn't pitch against Aquinas in the previous doubleheader for Siena Heights. Check back to second, sliding in safely is Ty Stepik. This inning started off with a Luke Spicer leadoff single, and then he stole second base. Amir Mitchell flew out to right, and then Ty Stepik was hit by a pitch, and then a wild pitch allowed both Spicer to move up to third and Stepik up to second, and then you saw that sac fly that brought home Luke Spicer. Swinging and tapping this one foul is Donovan Thompson, hitting .350 on the year. Thompson coming in on a 6-game hitting streak. He will take a ball outside. In the midst of that hitting streak, hitting 9 for 20 with 6 ribbies. So Thompson been heating up. This one flared foul. 46 degrees at first pitch. Feels like 33. It's a chilly one here in Livonia at Illich Ballpark. 13-mile-an-hour wind. Gusts can get up to 26 today. So the sun's out, but it's a brisk, cool spring afternoon. Thompson takes away. Thompson, line shot off the glove at short of Biernan, and he's going to reach safely, and they fall asleep in the field, and coming around to score is Ty Stepik. Brody Bellegrin couldn't come up with the initial catch, realized he wasn't going to get Donovan Thompson at first, and then didn't even realize Ty Stepik never stopped and came around to score. So an interesting start to this one. That brings up Kevin Davis. Here's the full batting order for Madonna. It's Luke Spicer at second, Amir Mitchell in the left, Ty Stepik batting third, he's DH, and Cooper Etheridge in the cleanup spot is in center. Donovan Thompson, who you just saw, is at first. Kevin Davis up now is at third. Gus Simon behind home plate. Brett Reed bats eighth and is at short. And rounding out the lineup is Logan Ellis, who will be in right field today. First pitch swinging fouled back by Kevin Davis, hitting .349 on the year. He's coming in with a 9-game hitting streak. This missed away 1-1. Madonna at 14-8 in the conference. They're tied with Cleary and Aquinas. It's a logjam behind Uno and Indiana Tech at the top two in the standings. Nice block behind home plate there by Del Rosario. This is a big series for Siena Heights. Top 8 teams in the conference make the WAC tournament. They're sitting in the 9 spot at 9-15. They're tied with Cornerstone, who sits just ahead of them because of the tiebreaker. Another nice stop there by Del Rosario. So a big doubleheader here for Siena Heights, and then they finish out against Lords, who's right behind them at 7-15. So potentially some stuff to play for in that final series for the Saints and the Gray Wolves. Runner goes, pitch missed, and it's going to be ball 4.
The catcher, number 3, Gus Simon.
So Gus Simon trying to keep this bottom of the first alive. Top 7 in this Madonna order, all hitting above 300, and then Brett Reed, a respectful 266, and Logan Ellis at 288. Number 2 offense in the conference in terms of runs the Crusaders have. Number 1 in terms of hits on the year. Them and Uno basically top 2 in all offensive categories. Uno at 19-3, they're at the top of the WAC standings. Gus Simon takes this away. One on the way. Simon takes away 2-1. Two across already for the Crusaders here in the first, after Ethan Gajewski had a quick 1-2-3 top of the first. Struggling with command a little bit right now is Garrett Smith. 3-1 count. Does Simon attack? That one runs in on him. It's another walk. So the second walk of the inning. Smith's also hit a batter here in the first, and the bases are going to be loaded for Brett Reed. That's back-to-back walks delivered as well. So a mound visit for Garrett Smith. Brett Reed coming in hitting 266 on the year, has 19 ribbies, a good chance to add on to those numbers. Reed in the last doubleheader against Uno went 1 for 6, making his 13th start in conference play. Good chance to break this game open early. And give their 6'2" right-handed throwing junior some run support. 2 already across in the inning. This one missed low. Garrett Smith struggling with command here in the first. This is Smith's 5th game starting, his 14th appearance overall on the mound for the Saints this season. That one momentarily got away from Del Rosario. The 22nd overall career start for Smith. 53rd appearance for Siena Heights. Struggling with his command early on. Down 2-0 to Brett Reed. Bases loaded with 2 down. Here in a chilly Illich ballpark. Count runs to 3-0. Nowhere to go now for Garrett Smith. Gonna have to find the strike zone. Reed taking all the way. That finds the outside corner. So got to assume now 3-1 take sign going to be off for Brett Reed. Junior that came to Madonna from Kalamazoo Valley Community College. The 3-1 swinging and fouling it away. So everybody on the base path going to get a head start here. The payoff pitch to Reed. Sends it over to first, and it's grabbed out of the air by Zietler to retire the side. So Garrett Smith leaves the bases loaded, but a couple runs come across for Madonna. On to the second we go from Milledge Ballpark. Back here in Livonia from Milledge Ballpark, the 4, 5, 6 in the Siena Heights lineup due up to face off against Ethan Gajewski here in the top of the second. Gajewski making his 10th start this year for the Crusaders, 4-1 on the season. That one fouled back by Mac Melvin. The full batting order for Siena Heights. The top three in the lineup in the top of the first was Joseph Del Rosario, who's behind home plate, Braxton Musaful, who's DHing, and Mason Mitchell, who's out in center. This one sent over to second, easily handled by Luke Spicer. And a 4-3 ground out to get us going here in the second. You saw Mac Melvin there. He's over at third. Jack Semler is up now. He's over at second. Xander Zietler over at first. Mason Bayer in left. Brody Bellegrin at short. And rounding out this Siena Heights lineup, it's Pablo Arnaud, who's over in right field. This is a Siena Heights lineup that averages just a hair above 4.5 runs a game. And they've struggled to consistently find big offensive numbers this year. Over to short now for Brett Reed on the first. 2 up, 2 down. And a good start for Ethan Gajewski here through 5 batters. That now brings up Xander Zietler. Zider takes up and in. The defensive alignment for Madonna from left to right in the outfield. It's Amir Mitchell, Cooper Etheridge, and Luke Ellis. Up the middle, you've seen already Brett Reed and Luke Spicer. On the corners. Over at first, it's Donovan Thompson. And over at third base, it's Kevin Davis. And Gus Simon getting the catching duties today here in Game 1 of a Senior Day doubleheader for Madonna. 1-1 in there for a strike, 1-2. Remember, game 1 a full 9 innings. Pardon me, game 1 is 7 innings. Game 2 is a full 9 inning. Unless game 1 goes into extras, regardless if it's 8, 9, 10 innings, then game 2 would be 7. Into deep right field, charging back is Ellis, and that's going to be over the wall and a home run for Xander Zeiter, his 4th long ball of the year, and Siena cuts this Madonna lead in half here in the second. That one just kept on carrying away from Luke Ellis out and right. And a good response from the Saints.
The left fielder, number 34, Mason Bear.
So it's Mason Bear now, getting a chance to swing the bat, hitting .236 on the year. Takes a first pitch strike. Bear not happy with it. Immediately looked back and now having some conversations with the home plate umpire. And the Siena Heights dugout not happy with that call.
Usually at the end of the first game. So
That was head coach TJ Manick
first game is at 7.
having some words for the home plate umpire, and now this one will drop into center field. So a couple back-to-back hits for Siena Heights, a home run and now a single in this second inning, still alive. Now it's Brady Bellegrin getting a chance here in the second. That brought a run in the bottom half of the first. Bellegrin takes ball 1 in the dirt. Back here in Illich Ballpark as the Crusaders are able to get one across back in the 4th. As Ethan Gajewski back out on the mound to open up the top of the 5th.
Leading off the top of the 5th for the Saints. The left fielder, number 34, Mason Bear.
Carson Noon now over at 3rd for the Crusaders. As Mason Bear will open up this top of the 5th. First pitch in there for a strike. Mason Gajewski's been pounding the strike zone here through the first 4 innings, getting a lot of ground balls. With the wind gusting like it is today, that's the recipe for success if you're pitching. With that wind really blowing out, especially towards right field. Here in Illich Ballpark. Slider will miss away.
Obstructing public sidewalks / street crowding. An obstruction of a law enforcement officer. His bond's only $39.
Bear singled back in the second in his first plate appearance. He'll take low for a ball. So 3-1 count for Mason. Extended that modest 3-game hitting streak to 4 games back in that second inning. 3-1 Bear takes fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Count runs full to the Siena Heights left fielder. The 3-2. Bear chopped right back to Gajewski. Easily handled on to first. 1 up, 1 down to get this 5th inning rolling. So that brings up Brady Bellegrin.
No, pinch hitter 26. Pinch hitter 26.
Pardon me, it's going to be Justin Holton pinch hitting for Brady Bellegrin.
The Saints, number 26, Justin Holton.
Who's he replacing? Shortstop. Bellegrin. About time. Yeah. The shortstop.
Holton has had just 10 ABs in the month of April.
Soon he's taking the field.
The 6-foot senior from Canton, Michigan, takes strike 1. So now a complete new left side of the infield for the Saints. Malachi Edwards came in for Mac Melvin. Justin Holton now in for Brady Bellegrin. This sent over to third. The new third baseman, Noon, not able to come up with it. And reaching is Justin Holton.
I mean, to me, was it routine? He was moving to his. I don't know. You can go there. I think we go there. It's not like the coach is going to yell at you. And then go hit.
The right fielder, number 7, Pablo Arnaud.
It's going to be ruled an error against Carson Noon. As that brings up Pablo Arnaud, and here comes that heavy pull side shift with Noon shaded in on the grass on the left side. High fly ball left center field. Mitchell will take command for out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 out for Pablo Arnaud.
The catcher, number 29, Joseph Del Rosario.
Joseph Del Rosario now trying to keep this 5th inning alive for Siena Heights. Saints trailing 6-1. Madonna has scored in every inning so far. Del Rosario takes the first pitch that will miss. Are they going to call a balk? A balk will be called. That'll bring Holton up to second. So now, all of a sudden, Holton in scoring position, 2 away for Del Rosario. Sends it over to second, moving to his left as Spicer. Throw on to first is in time. Stop me if you've heard this before, but Gajewski gets another ground ball. Home half of the 5th we go. Crusaders leading 6-1. Brett Reed to open up the home half of the 5th. Crusaders leading 6-1. First pitch will miss. Xander Zeider moves from first to third. He's shaded in on the infield grass. And Joseph Smith takes his spot over at first for the Saints. So a lot of defensive shuffling going on. Chopped over to second. Initially had trouble corralling it, but able to regroup in time is similar to retire Reed to open up the 5th.
The right fielder,
Garrett Smith hasn't gotten a ton of help from his defense so far here this afternoon. Has done a good job of kind of avoiding the big inning against Madonna. But it's been consistent offensive pressure, consistent traffic on the base paths for Madonna. First pitch finds the zone to Logan Ellis. Strikeout and a sacrifice fly for him today. Zeider still shaded in over at third. Ellis takes for a ball. It's just game 1 of our doubleheader. No mercy rule here in game 1 because it's just 7 innings. Game 2, a full 9-inning game. Good hitters count here for Logan Ellis, 3-1. Ellis grounds this over to second. Going to be a tough play. Diving to make the stop is Semler. On to first. And in time, beating out Ellis by about a half a step. So Semler struggled with the easy one to open up this inning, then now having to dive and make a nice dazzling play over at second.
number 4, Luke Spicer.
But gets the out on both of them. So that brings up Luke Spicer. Has reached all 3 times, a couple doubles and a single. Has came around to score twice as well. First pitch, Hacken can't connect. Late on that fastball.
We're watching your pitch right now.
1-1.
Scoreboard.
Will miss 2-1.
Oh, there we go. It's fixed.
Line into left field. This will drop. Spicer's been aggressive on the base pass. He's going to continue to do so and slides in safely. He's got 3 doubles this afternoon. 4-for-4 start for Luke Spicer.
Number 7, Amir Mitchell.
Spicer has been loving that pull side against Garrett Smith today. All 4 hits have gone into left field. None of them really that far. None of them have reached the wall. But he's been aggressive going up against Mason Barron. Runs on the first pitch, and Amir Mitchell hits the ball into orbit all the way back, and he's got home run number 20. Amir Mitchell 1 home run away from tying the Madonna single-season home run record. And that one was gone off the bat. You can only keep him down for so long, and Amir Mitchell has his breakthrough in the 5th.
The designated hitter, number 8, Ty Stepik.
Ty Stepik will take strike one. It was a smooth start to the inning for Garrett Smith, but then the Luke Spicer double gives way for an Amir Mitchell moonshot. And now this one hit high in the air, center field. This one will stay in the yard. And battling the sun, but eventually making the catch, is Mason Mitchell to retire the side. But Amir Mitchell making his presence known here in Livonia. 2 more runs for the Crusaders. We're on to the 6th. Braxton Mustaful standing in will be hit on the first pitch, or must have hit the knob of the bat for Braxton Mustaful. Kayeski has hit one batter today, hit Semler back in the 4th. So Mustaful now quickly 0-1. This Madonna team playing him to shift, as a slider will miss 1-1. Been seeing that against Pablo Arnaud today. Now the first time they do it against Braxton Mustaful. One in the dirt, 2-1. Chop to the left side, only one defender there, and New is not going to have a play on it. So playing him to pull, and Braxton Mustaful says, I'll take this the other way for a leadoff single.
The center fielder, number 14, Mason Mitchell.
Mason Mitchell now 0 for 2 today, a ground out and a fly out. First pitch away. Joseph Smith on deck to take his first at bat of the afternoon. Sent the other way into right center field, ranging over to his right to make the catch is Ellis for the first out of the inning.
Stepping to the plate, the first baseman, number 28, Joseph Smith.
You think he has a puck with him? Fly out to right field.
Smith looking for his first hit since game 1 against Indiana Tech back on April the 2nd. First pitch swinging As this one's going to be straightaway center field. Cooper Etheridge hardly has to move for out number 2. So that brings up Jack Semler now, trying to keep the 6th inning alive for Siena Heights. Semler takes ball 1. Two for 8 with a run and an RBI back against Aquinas in the last doubleheader for Siena Heights. Checking over at first and sliding back safely is Mustaful. Pound in the zone with a fastball there, 1-1. Keeping a close eye over at first. Six stolen bases on the year for Braxton. Hard shot to third, New, and a hop to second for the force out to retire this side. Home half of the 6th we go. Madonna leading comfortably against Siena Heights here in game 1. Cooper Etheridge now to greet Josh Floyd out of the pen, making his 9th appearance on the year for Siena Heights. First pitch swinging, fouled off by Etheridge. Sack fly, bunt single for Etheridge today, as well as a strikeout. A little check swing back to Floyd on the first. 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th.
Pinch hitting for the Crusaders, number 22,
Jason Serafincian. Pinch hitting for Donovan Thompson here in the 6th. First pitch swinging, pulls this foul over towards the Siena Heights bullpen. Sarah Finch's last plate appearance came all the way back on April the 6th against Rochester Christian. Slider breaks away in the other box. 1-1. Floyd last pitched on April the 14th in Game 2 against Defiance. Went just a third of an inning and allowed 5 hits and 4 earned runs. This one runs in. Nearly hit the new first baseman for Madonna. Two and one, miss upstairs. 3-1. And it's going to be a walk for Sarah Finchen. So now it's Carson Noon getting his first plate appearance here this afternoon. Came on in for Kevin Davis.
The third baseman, number 2, Carson Noon.
Davis went 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a walk. Noon will take ball 1. Another one in the dirt from Floyd. Floyd, the 6'4" sophomore from Toledo, Ohio. Attended Toledo Central Catholic in high school. Quick meeting at the mound.
Home run, maybe? Sounds like it. She might hit the foul pole because there ain't, she was pulling the ball back. Yep.
2-0, miss 3-0. So Floyd, after getting the ground out to open up the inning to Cooper Etheridge, having a tough time reining it in the strike zone. Noon will take ball 4, so it's back-to-back walks for Sarah Finchen and Carson Noon.
Number 3, Gus Simon.
As it's Gus Simon now stepping in for Madonna. 0 for 2, a couple flyouts and a walk for him today. First pitch chopped over to third as Zeider has trouble with it. Gonna step on third for the force out. Just barely in time. So they get the lead runner. That moves Noon up to second. Simon reaches.
Yeah. Fielder's choice. Pinch hitter. 14. Luke Ellis, pinch hitter.
Now it's Luke Ellis pinch hitting here for Brett Reed. Ellis hasn't played since all the way back in early April against St. Francis. Gonna get a pinch runner. It's Ty Rowe for Gus Simon. So head coach Drew Horde emptying the bench here in game 1. Ellis first pitch swinging, can't connect. Floyd looking to post the first 0 against the Madonna offense for an inning today. They got 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. Saints only with 1 run here as Ellis sends this into left field, just foul. Very nearly extra bases for the pinch hitter Luke Ellis, and some RBIs for him as well. But instead, it's a long strike, and it's 1-2. That 1 run for Siena came back in the second on the Xander Zeiter home run. So Ellis going to have to regroup, down 1-2. In the dirt, good stop. Behind home plate, 2-2. Both runners go. Pitch missed away. Del Rosario is not going to have an attempt at either runner. So Noon now moves up to third. Tyro up to second. And the 3-2 missed outside, ball 4. So the third walk of the inning for Josh Floyd. Loads the bases. And now it's Logan Ellis. Second time the Crusaders have had the bases loaded here this afternoon. First time was all the way back in the first. Lefty on lefty matchup. Ellis pulls it over to second, charging in, making the play is similar on to first to retire the side. So Floyd leaves them loaded. The Crusaders can add on to their lead, but they're up big, 8-1 with 3 outs to go. Back here from Milledge Ballpark, Crusaders up big, 8-1 here in the 7th, game 1 of our Senior Day doubleheader. Remember, just game 1 is only 7 innings, so Schaefer Whisker, the new pitcher on the mound for Madonna, trying to get those final 3 outs for the Crusaders, has only made 1 appearance on the mound this year. It came all the way back on February 15th at Central Methodist. Only faced 1 batter against Central Methodist and walked him. But now the junior from Birch Run trying to lock things down against the Saints here at home. The final line for Ethan Gajewski went 6 strong innings, allowed just 2 hits, 1 run that was an earned run on the Zeiter home run. Struck out 3, didn't walk anyone, did hit a batter. As it's Xander Zeiter, the first to greet Schaefer Whisker here in the 7th. Glad you're with us on a brisk Sunday afternoon here on the Madonna Athletics Network, wherever you may be tuning in from, as Zider's first pitch swinging. And deep center field, but playable for Cooper Etheridge. He's got it for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 34, Mason Bear.
It's Mason Bear now. Single and a ground out for him today. Did extend that modest 3-game hitting streak to 4 games back in the second. First pitch swinging as well in the deep right field. Charging back is Ellis, and it's going to be over his head all the way to the wall. Bear's going to have extra bases, and it's a stand-up double here in the 7th.
32 pinch hitting.
Pinch hitting for the Saints, number 32, Caleb Woods.
Caleb Woods pinch hitting for Justin Holton. He's also first pitch swinging, so 3 first pitch hacks from the Saints against Whisker here in the 7th. Fly out double and a foul ball. Woods, a 6'2" senior from Napoleon, Ohio. Sends this the other way. Ellis now charging in. Going to be a tough play. Diving. Can't make the catch. It's going to get by him. Rounding third, heading on home is going to be Mason Bear. Here comes the throw. Home. It's in time. What a relay. Ellis to Spicer to Simon to gun down Mason Bear.
The right fielder, number 7.
Excellent relay to gun down Bear. So Pablo Arnaud now the last hope for the Saints, trying to keep this game 1 alive. First pitch is going to be away for ball 1. Golfed into right center field, and this will drop as well. Rounding third, heading on home is Woods. Another relay home. This one not in time. Coming in to score is Caleb Woods, and the Saints have their second run of the ball game.
The catcher, number 29, Joseph Del Rosario.
Back to the top of the lineup, it's Joseph Del Rosario. Still the Crusaders 1 out away from ending game 1. They lead 8-2. First pitch will be low in the dirt for ball 1. One 0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. Breaking ball, it's a beauty. 1-2, and the Crusaders are a strike away from coming away with the game 1 victory. Del Rosario 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts today. Trying to keep this game 1 alive for the Saints. Just barely got a piece of it. Del Rosario came in today hitting .299. Just a hair below the 300 mark. Another 1-2 offering from Whisker to Del Rosario. Yanked it. It's going to get by Simon, and easily advancing up to second is Arnaud. So pass ball moves Arnold up to second. 2-2 count. 2 outs, runner on second. Here in the 7th. Swung on and fouled off by Del Rosario. So a good battle here for the sophomore from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Another 2-2 offering. In the dirt ball 3. Del Rosario runs the count full. Whisker comes set. The 3-2 swung on and missed. Whisker gets a strikeout swinging to close out game 1, and the Crusaders have win number 32 on the year and win number 15 in WAC League play as the Crusaders come away with an 8-2 victory over Siena Heights to open up Senior Day. The Crusaders with 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. The Saints with 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. Madonna takes down Siena Heights in game 1. We've got our Senior Day celebrations and game 2 still to come as the Crusaders take game 1 by a score of 8-2. Stick with us on the Madonna Athletics Network. Back here in Livonia,
Baseman number 4, Luke.
Crusaders trailing 1-0 as Luke Spicer stepping up to the plate to greet Pearson Mendiak. The 6'1", 183-pound junior for the Saints. First pitch swung on and missed. Mendiak in his last outing didn't record an out against Aquinas. Allowed 5 runs. This is his 14th appearance on the year. Just his 3rd start. Got Spicer out ahead of that changeup 0-2. Spicer went 4 for 4 in game number 1. Had 3 doubles. 3 runs scored as well. High fly ball, shallow center field. Charging in is Caleb Woods. He's got it. And there's out number 1. The rest of this Madonna lineup. It's Amir Mitchell in left. Ty Stepik bats third as DH, and Cooper Etheridge in the cleanup spot is in center. Donovan Thompson over at first. Gus Simon out in right. Brett Reed over at short. Carson Noon at third, and Chase Gable rounds out the lineup. He's behind home plate. Amir Mitchell, 1 home run away from tying the single season Madonna Crusader home run record. Came into this doubleheader with 19. Had 1 long ball in game 1. Sits at 20 on the year. One of the best hitters in the entire country. 0-1 from Mendiak. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Oh, 2 from Mendiak. Check swing, no swing, as that slider drifts outside. 1-2. Mitchell looks at that heater up at the eyes. 2-2. Mitchell takes low and outside. So from 0-2 to 3-2 to Amir Mitchell. The former Bowling Green State Falcon and also part of the really good JUCO program for the Lansing Community College Stars. Now the junior here at Madonna. Awaits the 3-2. Didn't go, and it's ball 4. So an excellent at-bat there from Amir Mitchell. Got behind quickly, 0-2, and works a full count walk.
The designated hitter, number 8, Ty Stepik.
That brings up Ty Stepik. Kept his hitting streak alive in game 1. It's now up to 8 games. Got to be careful with Amir Mitchell over at first. 28 stolen bases on the year, and he's got a large leadoff over at first. They're going to check on Mitchell. And now they're going to check on Del Rosario. He's looked like he's favoring his right hamstring. He caught game 1. And now he's having a tough time putting weight. Maybe a cramp coming. They're giving him some water. Let's see if Del Rosario is able to tough this one out. Athletic training staff now coming out to check on Del Rosario.
So my nephew is a big Metallica fan, but his wife can't go anymore. She's got some medical thing where she really
Now they're bringing him,
so
looks like maybe some electrolytes to
my daughter has been so the
try to loosen out that right hamstring.
he's taken her
Got nicked up a couple times behind home plate in game 1. Remember, we got 9 innings here in game 2 unless you have the 10-run mercy rule by the 7th inning or later. Del Rosario looks like he's ready to continue on toughing it out here in Livonia. So still, Ty Stepik awaits the first pitch from Pearson Mendiak. Mitchell goes on the first pitch, and Stepik got hit on the left shoulder.
The center fielder, number 13, Cooper Etheridge.
Stepik got hit back in the first in game 1, gets hit here in the first in game 2, and now Cooper Etheridge steps up with a couple runners on. Smith and Zider shading in close to the infield grass. Smith's got his toes on the infield grass. Zider just outside of it. And the runners go on the first pitch, and Del Rosario lost it on the transfer. So an easy stolen base for both Mitchell and Stepik. Mitchell's 29th stolen base of the year, Stepik's 12th. 1-0 is going to miss low, 2-0 to Cooper Etheridge.
She bought me tickets for my birthday 1 year
2-0 miss away, 3-0.
at the Motor City soundboard, and I was like, oh, I gotta sell the tickets.
Mitchell being very aggressive with that secondary lead over at third, dancing around.
Whatever, he had to cancel, so you rescheduled. He came out. It was probably
3-0 offering, finding the zone is Mendiak.
75% black. We were like, have you ever been to soundboard? All right, so it's only seats about like 12 or 1,500. So in the upper, it's really steep. We were in the front row of the upper, and Brian McKnight's like top 10 for me. Well, probably like top 3.
The 3-1 is going to clip the outside corner for a strike, 3-2.
He brought it in, but I mean, it was crossing. These two black ladies were like, you had a good time. You were singing every song. There were songs he sang I didn't even know. And I was like, what can I say?
The 3-2 offering will miss, ball 4. So the second walk of the inning, bases are loaded, still no hits for the Crusaders. Couple walks and a hit by pitch have loaded them up.
The first baseman, number 10, Donovan Thompson.
So Donovan Thompson now with the bases juiced. Crusaders had the bases loaded in game 1. In the first, they have it again here in the first in game number 2. That's in the other batter's box. Good job there from Del Rosario to keep it in front of him. He's got his sliding mitts on. 1-0 Outside 2-0. High pop-up, shallow left center field. Woods takes off the hat to track it. He's got it. He's going to come firing home. Mitchell is going to be out. What a cannon in center from Caleb Woods. Mitchell didn't slide. And the Crusaders are going to leave him loaded in the first.
No runs. No hits.
Showing off the cannon is Caleb Woods, and we go to the second with Siena Heights up by 1. Joseph Smith, Mason Bear, and Mill Ramsey. 6, 7, 8 in the Siena Heights lineup due up here in the second. Siena got 1 run in the first. Crusaders had the bases loaded, just 1 away in the bottom of the first. But an excellent throw from Woods out in center to gun Amir Mitchell at home to double up Madonna and end the inning. Smith came on in game number 1, replacing Malachi Edwards, who replaced Mac Melvin. Chops this back to the mound. Underhand flip from a long ways in time for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 34, Mason Bear.
So Mason Bear stepping up to the plate. 2 for 3 in game 1, had a single and a double. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. Busy day here around the campus of Madonna University. Softball had their senior day doubleheader against Lourdes. As Zilch finds the zone 0-2. Bear has played in all but 2 games this year for Siena Heights, but a mainstay in the lineup, stays alive. The 5'11" junior from Chicago, Illinois. This is 3rd team at the collegiate level. 0-2. Again, late on the fastball. Madonna took game 1, 8-2. Over Siena Heights, looking for a senior day doubleheader sweep. Zilch working quickly. The 1-2 swung on and missed as his second strikeout of the afternoon.
Stepping up, the second baseman, number 13, Mill Ramsey.
So Mill Ramsey trying to keep this second inning alive for Siena Heights. Ramsey didn't play in game 1, getting the start here in game number 2. First pitch he sees this afternoon is swung on and missed. Mostly used just as a pinch runner this year. Only 9 appearances from the plate. He's 0 for 9 in those attempts, as he can't connect there quickly behind 0-2. Ramsey trying to stay alive. The 0-2, that hit him off the left elbow. So this top of the second will stay alive for Siena Heights. Pablo Arnaud now coming in. Let's see if Madonna keeps the shift on him with a runner on first. Infielders do shift, but they keep 2 on each side. And this one's going to get Arnaud. Back-to-back pitches that hit Siena Heights. And Pablo a little slow to his feet.
I love how the ump's walking with him, make sure he doesn't fight.
Well, he's talking to him too in terms of, are you good?
So that'll bring up the top of the Siena Heights order for Jack Semler. And now mound visit here for David Zilch. It was a smooth start to the inning for David, but now back-to-back batters hit. Has ran himself into a little trouble here in the second.
Ever since basketball season, I think he's been just hopping in and out. Yeah. He was actually a couple of cross games as well.
So he gets charged a mound visit. I don't know if you have to.
We have never kept count of that.
Well, you get 2. Once you get his second mound visit, he's got to pull him.
I think it's real funny. Every time the umpire looks up here, we never kept count.
That's more for him, just letting you know.
Yeah.
Throw back to second is going to be yanked into center field.
He just likes hitting people.
This will move Mill Ramsey up to third, and now the Saints have runners on the corners.
Yep. If he actually got the ball there, I think he would have got him. Because they caught him jumping.
He had a big old lead.
That's what I'm saying. They would have caught him. Because the ball got there before you could even slide.
Semler will take ball 1.
That would have been a strike if he caught it. Yeah. 6, I'm pretty sure.
6:30.
6:30. Yeah, he had moved up.
Tigers are 4:35.
So right after that Tigers game's end, watch some Pistons.
2-0 on the way. Semler will take strike 1.
Great frame chase.
That's the thing. You could frame here. Once you get to the majors, it doesn't matter anymore.
No, well, there was one
Runner goes, chopped over to third. Noon waits on it, comes up firing across the diamond in time. So Zilch leaves a couple runners on. Madonna still trailing. We're off to the home half of the second in Livonia. It's 1-0 Siena Heights. Gus Simon to lead things off here in the Madonna half of the second. First pitch swinging high, pop up left center field. Who's going to take it? It'll be the center fielder Caleb Woods for out number one. So that brings up Brent Reed, his first plate appearance here in game number 2. Reed showing bunt, pulls back on a heater upstairs. One 1-0 sent the other way, foul. Zider on the infield grass over at third, expecting maybe another bunt attempt. That one will miss inside 2-1. Reed into right field. This gets by the diving glove of Smith. And it's going to be a one-out single for Brett Reed. So that brings up Carson Noon. Noon came on in the middle of game 1, didn't get the start. Gets the nod here in game 2. On senior day, as we're going to check over at first for Brent Reed. Reed on the year, just 4 stolen bases. As that will find the zone on the outside corner. Chase Gable is next, and then the top of the lineup follows after. Keeping a close eye on Reed.
Post next week, do we know? I guess it's supposed to say 80%. Yeah, 80% chance of rain. That's early. I mean, you're 6 days out.
The third look over at Reed.
I love that. Keep going.
0-1 will drift away, 1-1.
Dude, for real. They got burgers and dogs grilling right now.
They had burgers, dogs, cheese, pizza.
And they got some brats as well.
Nope. Going crazy over there. One of the tailgates yesterday, like 100 people for Eastern's lacrosse team.
Chase. Is Eastern's lacrosse team good?
They're not bad. They're middle of the conference. Oh, well.
1-1. That's going to be a pass ball off the glove of Del Rosario.
Fastball.
If they win next week, they're probably third in the conference.
So that'll allow Reed to easily advance up to second.
They beat Robert Morris. They went out to Oregon and beat Oregon.
Yeah, she's there.
My goers. What you said? Melissa Gauthier.
Mendiuk sets from the stretch. The 2-1 on the way to Carson Noon. Slider will stay away, 3-1.
Well, you know.
Mendiuk having to navigate through some trouble and traffic here so far. Left the bases loaded in the first. Runner in scoring position with just one away here in the second. High pop-up. This won't leave the infield. The second baseman, Ramsey, says, I got it, and he does for out number 2.
That had a chance if he wouldn't carry it.
So Chase Gable behind home plate for game 2.
Chase Gable.
0 for his last 13 at the plate. His last hit came in game 1 of the doubleheader against Rochester Christian back in early April on the 3rd.
Isn't it just CH?
First pitch in there for a strike.
CHU? Yeah. Yeah. Sure, that one. C.
Done education working for you.
Hey, man. What education?
Exactly.
I just play ball.
0-1 outside, 1-1.
She'll go to pro day.
No,
No.
he's actually probably gonna play worse.
He's probably just gonna get a bunt single.
Gable into shallow right field. Running on the pitch was Brett Reed, but moving over to make the catch is Miller Ramsey into shallow right field. So again, the Crusaders leave a runner in scoring position. We're through 2 in game 2. Siena Heights leading 1-0. Joseph Del Rosario first to greet David Zilch here in the third. Del Rosario dealing with some cramping issues earlier in this game. Caught game one, is catching game two, and he'll take a first pitch ball.
I don't win Mr. Crusader, it's Ryan's fault.
First two will miss away to Del Rosario. Singled back in the first.
I'm sending Ryan Mitchell a text message. And everybody's been telling them they've been running. I think for Mrs. Crusader, I think I put Rosie.
2-0 will find the zone 2-1.
I think that warmed people up, I don't know. I want to be surprised when Amani goes up there.
3-1 Hacken, fouled back 3-2. Del Rosario will go down swinging. Third strikeout so far for Zilch. And there's one down here in the third.
Number 32, Caleb Woods.
No. Patricia came up here and I don't know if that's Josh's maybe or something. But she had the jacket. She said I was just told to put this up here, so I just took
It's Josh's, most likely.
Josh here.
Yeah.
A little snow flurry coming in again.
Oh, it's coming down. Oh, we can't hit, boys. It's below 50 degrees.
Some pitch com issues for David Zilch.
Madonna's not going to hit since it's below 50 degrees.
That's NAIA rules?
I'm trying to see if Josh is. I can't even see.
No,
I
I'm
can't
just
tell
saying.
what they-
No, I'm just saying, I don't know why, but
Snow
as a team, we cannot hit when it's
coming down here
And it makes sense.
in Illich Park. April in Michigan. Never know what you can expect. First pitch strike.
Gotham, your GA of the year coming in here.
It was 70 degrees here in the Mitten State on Friday. And now we get a little snow here on Sunday. Check swing did not go.
my GA right there.
Gotta make the senior game second roll for these guys.
Dude, Kwame Miller put it in our chat before anybody got it.
Swung on and missed by Woods.
And he's like, guys, you guys should vote for this. I'm like, Kwame, bro. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, couldn't play the year of the year.
GA of the year?
Maybe twice in a row.
Caleb Woods swung on and missed for
Oh, there's
a strikeout. Second in the inning, fourth overall so far for Zilch. 2 up, 2 down in the third.
Braxton Mustaful.
So Mustaful, last chance for the Saints in the third, as he'll take a first pitch, ball on the outside corner. Game 2 of the Senior Day doubleheader for Madonna. Here on the Madonna Athletics Network. Glad you're with us. 1-0 miss, 2-0. Braxton and an RBI single back in the first. The only run so far for either team. Upstairs, quickly 3-0. Check swing appeal. First base umpire says no swing.
you got a lot of softball in the bleachers.
3-0 taken all the way. Fastball right down the heart of the plate for a strike.
I would say hot dog burgers.
3-1 runs in. Mustaful walks. Second time he's reached here in game 2, and this third inning will stay alive.
Correction, the third baseman,
So Xander Zeiter, who homered in game 1. It was his only hit in game 1. Struck out in the first here in game 2. Zeiter takes a first pitch that will miss upstairs. One 0. Clips the zone 1-1. Foul tipped 1-2. Zilch looking to end the inning. 1-2 count. With Mustaful over at first, he's going to give a little check to Braxton. Only 6 stolen bags on the year for Braxton Mustaful. Another 1-2 offering. Away 2-2. Madonna looking for win number 16 in league play this year. Put him at 16-8. Another check over at first. They came into play today, tied with Cleary and Aquinas at 14-8 on the season. Uno and Indiana Tech sitting atop the league. That one fouled back. Uno at 19-3, Indiana Tech at 18-4.
I give her the tip. I make sure she gets a good tip.
Oh my god, look at Braxton's out there. Braxton. No, Braxton, Coach Straz's little kid.
The 2-2. Miss 3-2. Count runs full. Braxton Mustaful going to get a head start over at first. High pop-up, foul ground. Thompson and Gable both ranging over. It's going to be Thompson, and that's going to be the inning. Couple strikeouts for Zilch. He'll strand a runner at first, and the home half of the third we go with Siena Heights still leading 1-0.
Spicer.
Top of the Madonna lineup, due up here in the third, Spicer, Mitchell, and Stepik. Spicer takes a first pitch strike.
You guys watch Rallycross?
flew out to center in the first. First time Siena Heights pitching staff was been able to get Spicer out here in this doubleheader. Reached all 4 times in game 1. 3 doubles and a single. Came around to score 3 times as well. Lines this on the left field line, just foul.
What do you mean you don't expect? Guy's going 90 around a corner on a dirt road. He hit a little bump, and that just. And those cars are like super light. So, what you got, Club Lulu? Club Lulu. 16 Country Club, that's my Country Club's my jam. Club Lulu's. What's that? What's that one? Turkey cheese. I used to get the 11. Bacon. Dude, when they added
Spicer golfs this into center field. Woods underneath it and has it for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 7, Amir Mitchell.
Here comes Amir Mitchell. 1 home run away from tying the single season Madonna record. Sits at 20 this year. Golfed 1 out in game 1. Looking to do so here in game 2 with nobody on. Mitchell, first pitch swinging, lined over at third on a hop. Zeiter's got it on to first, and he's going to throw it over the head of Smith at first. Mitchell is going to cruise into second. So Zeiter made the nice play on that line shot. And then airmailed the throw to first.
they've rotated third base maybe 4 times. And those guys cannot field
So
the
we
ball.
giving a hit or no? No. Is that, no? I don't
error.
agree with you.
That's an error.
Yeah. The designated hitter, number 8, Ty Stepic.
So they've rotated third base like 4 times. That's the first one that's fielded the ball. And now he just threw it over the first.
That's I was like, wow, their third baseman stopped one, and then just blew it. Scented by airmail.
No, did he?
Stepic will take ball 1 in the dirt. Good job by Del Rosario to stay in front of it. Able to block that ball. Mitchell can fly over at second.
I was watching. I saw a picture of it. It was when they had it on a baseball stadium. That's like a 30 or 40 yard throw.
Yeah,
That's a legit.
it's a throw. But also, if I'm putting you in that corner,
You better be able to.
I'm expecting you to make that throw.
Well,
1-0, another good block by Del Rosario.
you have the accuracy.
Dude, that was great timing, though. Oh, he fielded it. This is absolutely airmailed it to first. You can't make that up, dude. It's like a drop shot.
Oh my god.
2-0 coming to Stepic. Mitchell dancing over at second. This one will get by Del Rosario. Amir Mitchell takes a wide turn around third, and he'll stay there. So Mitchell gets to second on an error and then advances up to third on a wild pitch.
This pitcher is shook.
3-0, Stepic swinging, fouls this into right field, ranging over, trying to make a play, but not able to is Arnaud. Too far of a run for Pablo.
So watch some Donna Boys baseball.
3-1 is going to miss inside ball 4.
At the plate, the center fielder, number 13, Cooper Etheridge.
The third walk so far here this afternoon for Mendiuk. Was able to navigate out of some trouble in the first 2 innings. Can he do so again here in the third? Cooper Etheridge standing in. He walked in the first. First pitch is going to clip the outside corner for a strike.
Batting average, or made it worse. How do you feel about your strikeouts right now?
Step getting a couple steps off of first.
You want to bring some for the crowd? That's crazy.
Upstairs, 1-1.
That's crazy.
She brought herself food, didn't even think about
They
it.
think about some dogs for the guys.
Shit.
There's no hot
We
dogs
see,
right
we
now.
see where we rank in the fucking totem pole. Not even a step stool to get up there.
Etheridge into right center field. Woods initially was moving in and then had a range back. It's going to get by him. Mitchell's going to come in to score. Rounding third is Stepik. He's going to score. The throw is going to go to third, and standing up safely with a triple is Cooper Etheridge, and Madonna takes the lead.
The first baseman, number 10, Donovan Thompson.
Last year, how much Goff and Cooper sucked once they started dating, and now she's here again, and he just hit a triple first AB that she's watched. Yeah, so it was those two together were not meant to be apparently.
That's the first hit of the year, too.
No.
Yeah.
Etheridge with his 43rd and 44th RBI of the year.
You had me lost there for a second.
Welcome to the inning.
First pitch up and in to Donovan Thompson. Thompson flew out to center to end the first.
Exclusive interview. So how do you feel about it?
Her ex-boyfriend,
One
like, not his wife, but his boyfriend,
0 upstairs, 2-0.
So should we do an exclusive interview with her?
2-0. Thompson can't connect 2 and 1.
Who were Madonna baseball about to screw it up? You can't handle Cooper Etheridge. She could have handled Cooper Etheridge. That's what it is. He needs to cut off his goatee, though. That shit's
Good hitters count here for Donovan Thompson. 3 and 1. With Cooper Etheridge over at third. Swing and a miss. Big hack from Thompson. And the count runs full.
I know. Me and him had a great conversation Friday night. Yes. I don't know if he remembers it. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Oh my god.
The 3-2. Thompson into right field. Moving back is Arnaud. To the track. To the wall. It's gone. Donovan Thompson leads the yard. And the Crusaders head on to their lead. It's 4-1 here in the third.
I was saying, not the one I was expecting to.
Look at him smiling. Look how happy he is.
He is so happy.
What
So
timing?
smiley. Look at
Because
him.
right he's singing Freebird right across the plate.
The right fielder, number 3, Gus Simon.
Home run number 7 on the year for Donovan Thompson. The Crusaders were knocking on the door in the first 2 innings, and they have busted the door down here in the third. First pitch swinging is Gus Simon. Shallow center field, and it's going to be the center fielder Woods to make the grab.
Next to the plate, the shortstop, number 11, Brett Reed.
It's BB. It's a BBT's uncle's commercial.
Reed trying to keep this third inning alive for the Madonna offense. It's got 4 runs across, as Mendiuk will miss low and inside. Crusaders have, as a team, average 9 runs a game. We're able to scratch across 8 in game number 1. Have 4 home here in game 2. Swung on and missed, 2-1. High fly ball into foul ground. Ranging over is the first baseman, Smith, and he won't have a play on it. And just on the other side of the foul ball fence for Joseph Smith. Two count, 2-way here in the third. Nobody on for Brent Reed. 4 runs across on the inning for the Crusaders. Reed stays alive, fouls this one over the Madonna dugout. Another 2-2 offering from Mendiuk to Reed. It's up and away, ball 3. Full count offering drilled down the right field line. Foul. Reed just too far out in front of that off-speed pitch. Another full count offering coming to Reed. Mendiuk delivers outside, ball 4, so Brett Reed will reach, and this inning will stay alive.
The third baseman, number 2, Carson Noon.
So Carson Noon flew out to the second baseman, Ramsey, his first time up. Ready, matchup. Noon, first pitch swinging, can't connect.
New radio, a couple other things, little things, but
Right now, the only thing I gotta fix on mine is my front bumper because it seems like someone in, I don't know what part of the I think I was
The live
bumped it.
stats.
Just bumped it and they like scraped it and now it's like popped off a little bit.
little mallet.
I always wondered how that
0-1
works.
misses, 1-1.
And then push it back in. But everything else on it's been great.
He's here 5 days a week from the live stream or from Southgate.
Yeah.
It's about he's a little
So
it's
my
about a
mom
tank of
wants to
gas a
cut
week,
the
which isn't bad.
BJ's. How does that?
No, dude, gas in Florida right now, my mom is done.
Don't know if it's
He's got a full ride.
Okay.
So we
Saints trailing by 3. This is a big series. I got 4 games left. Back-to-back doubleheaders with Lords coming up. They're sitting just outside the top 8.
come down.
Top 8 in the conference, make the conference tournament.
I fill up at Sam's Club by my house, and it's never hit more than 360.
seen programs in their final year find magic when postseason hits. The Siena Heights Saints trying to weasel their way into the top 8 of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. The 2-2. Low and away. It's going to get away from Del Rosario. Reed moves up to second. Count runs full and a runner in scoring position for Carson Noon.
When I had a Dodge Ram 30-gallon tank. Dude, it was when I was driving it, it was $100 to fill up. But I would also get 2 full weeks out of it. So it wasn't bad.
3-2. This is going to skip away from Del Rosario. Reed going to stay over at third. Was thinking about making a wider turn, but smartly holds up at third. And now a couple runners on the corners for Chase Gable.
The catcher, number 15, Chase Gable.
So back-to-back walks. This inning still going. Chase Gable. RBI opportunity. 4 runs across in the inning for Madonna. Gable, first pitch, takes it for a strike. And now Gable's going to get hit on that left elbow. So back-to-back walks and a hit by pitch. And it's back to the top of this Madonna order. They have now hit around here in the third. Spicer, who opened up the inning with a flyout, comes up with 2 down.
At the plate, the second baseman, number 4, Luke Spicer.
Tyro coming in as a courtesy runner for Chase Gable. First pitch swinging into left center field. Woods charging in, and he's going to make the grab to retire the side. Crusaders leave him loaded, but plate 4 in the third. We're on to the 4th here in Livonia. First pitch will miss. Joseph Smith, Mason Bear, and Mill Ramsey. 6, 7, 8 in this Saints lineup. Due up the Crusaders with a 4-run fourth inning. They batted around. Pardon me, 4-run third inning here in the fourth. Smith grounded out to the pitcher Zilch. His first time up. Big hack there from the lefty. Swung on and missed. 1 and 2. Runs inside. 2 and 2.
I did vote for you.
I said, I feel like Brandon needs recognition considering he got thrown in the deep end and didn't have a job.
But guys, I'm not winning, so.
Why not? You can't make yourself win.
Full 3-2 count upcoming.
I'm guessing it's Peter.
It's classified.
My guess is
Actually,
Zilch delivers. It's going to miss.
because it's important. Drop it.
I mean, now it's
Exactly. That's why she's winning staff member of the year.
2 and 2.
Facilities cleaning lady.
Home plate umpire showed 3 balls on that last pitch. So yeah, now it's full 3 and 2.
that makes sense.
That's great. I love that. Is she going?
What did he do?
4 balls.
Is that pitch time?
Dude, we're actually doing the pitch clock?
If he's saying
They're going to give
it's an auto ball, yeah.
Joseph Smith first base.
The left fielder, number 34, Mason Bear.
He was actually preaching earlier. You missed it.
So some confusion behind home plate, but now Smith will reach for Mason Bear, who struck out back in the second.
That's the dude on first base. His name is Joseph Smith.
Showing bunt, pulled it back. It missed away 1-0.
Coach is coming out.
Kill a dog or spend the night
What,
with
Christy
Joseph
Nome?
Smith. Yeah, have you seen those videos?
Yeah.
Of going up to
What would
the
you
barns, like,
What would you rather do? Win $1 million or a night with Joseph Smith?
or like kill a puppy and they'll be like, I'll kill a puppy. I'm sorry.
1-0. Gets the bunt down, charging in from third, and now going to second, but nobody's there. And everybody's going to be safe.
Say safe on the fielder's choice.
Yeah.
It's still not a hit.
Someone yelled too, and
Noon got a great jump on that bunt over from third. Threw it on over to second, but Spicer was late covering.
The second baseman, number 13, Mill Ramsey.
So a couple runners on now for Mill Ramsey. Saints, after they lost their 1-0 lead last half inning, a chance to get a couple runs back. Nobody down.
I think he prophesized.
He's showing bunt and giving a check over at second is Zilch. Showing bunt. Pulled it back for a ball. Tonight's playing some small ball here in the fourth.
that's Mr. Trey Rowley.
Gonna get the bunt down. It's foul. Just ricocheting off of home plate.
I bet you won't. That was his senior day.
He is also wearing his hoodie right now.
What about our friend Riley?
He's wearing a jersey. My
Our
question is
friend
what?
Riley?
Oh, he's wearing 12.
Our friend
Question,
Riley.
what number is he wearing?
See if Ramsey
Number is he wearing?
can lay down this bunt.
Don't they wear
He will take strike 2.
they aren't even like they're not even rostered.
They don't have a varsity member. So whatever number he comes in with, if it shares with somebody else already on the roster, you're gonna have to give him a random number, like I do with Chris Clark. So whatever number he comes in with, if it shares with somebody else already on the roster, you're gonna have to give him a random number. 'Cause he doesn't have a varsity member. So
So 1-2. Obviously no bunt sign on now for Ramsey. Took ball 2. Inning started off with the Smith walk and Mason Bear reaching on a fielder's choice. 2-2 upstairs, 3-2. Count runs full. See if there's any movement on the base paths here. Nobody down. Runners stay. 3-2. Fouled back. Ramsey, the 5'9" senior from Belleville, Michigan. The 3-2 offering. High pop up into shallow center field. It's going to be the shortstop, Reed, who ends up making the grab for out number 1. So it's Pablo Arnaud now.
The shortstop. Correction, the right fielder, number 7, Pablo Arnaud.
Still just one away for Siena Heights. Here in the top of the 4th, game 2. This is a full 9-inning game. Unless either team leads by 10 or more in the 7th inning or later. 1-0 to Arnaud. He's going to be upstairs 2-0. Uno and Indiana Tech both won in game 1 of their doubleheaders, their respective doubleheaders earlier today. So the Racers still leading the conference at 20-3. Indiana Tech still just a game behind them at 19-4. This sent into shallow left field again. It's Reed arranging back, and again, he's going to have it for number 2. Aquinas won. They kept pace with Madonna. Cleary lost, so they're now a game behind both the Crusaders and the Aquinas Saints. They're at 14-9. A mound visit here for Zilch, and it looks like that'll be the end of his day. He'll leave a couple runners on, and Jack Semler, the top of the Siena Heights lineup, coming up. Trey Rowley coming in for the Crusaders. Trey Rowley will bounce the first pitch in the dirt. Jack Semler, the first to greet Rowley. The sophomore from White Lake making his 4th appearance on the mound. Last time he pitched was a week ago against Lawrence Tech. Has pitched just 1 inning in all 3 of his appearances this year. Delivers in a strike, 1-1.
So, Huron Township, they're hiring. They'll put you through the academy. So
Most places will now too because I have my master's, which is nice.
That's fouled back. 1-2.
I just saw that they were hiring. And then if you are
Semler singled to open up play here in game 2.
Livonia, look in Livonia too. They might
Got thrown out, got into a pickle on a single from Joseph Del Rosario. The 1-2 rolled over to third, waiting on it is Noon. He's going to make the step on the bag, and that will retire the side. The Saints leave a couple runners on. Home half of the 4th we go. Madonna leading 4-1. Back here from Village Ballpark, Crusaders leading the Saints 4-1, home half of the 4th. Some scores around the conference. Uno took down Defiance in game 1, 16-2. They're leading Defiance 9-0 in the top of the 3rd in game 2 of their doubleheader. Michigan Dearborn upset Cleary 10-9 in game 1. And a big doubleheader for Cleary. They're leading 3-0 though in the bottom of the 3rd in game number 2. As Amir Mitchell will take inside for ball 1. Aquinas took down Rochester Christian 10-2 in game 1. And they're leading 6-1 at the top of the 4th in game 2. And Indiana Tech won a wild game 1 against Lourdes 19-10. And they lead 7-0 in the top of the 3rd in game number 2. Amir Mitchell, big swing, can't connect, 1-1. Talked about it all day long, but came into play this afternoon, just 2 home runs shy of the single-season home run record for Madonna. Hit one out in the first, now sits just 1 shy of tying the record. He's at 20 on the year. 1-1, look out. Mitchell bends out of the way.
He tried to wear. What do you mean?
I did a pirouette in the box. Didn't really move out of the way. That one somehow missed him, though. 2-1. Good slider in there from Mendiuk. 2-2. Mitchell walked in the first and reached on an error over at third by Zeider in the 3rd. 2-2 on the way. Mitchell into straightaway right field. Moving back is Arnaud. This will stay in the yard, and Pablo eventually makes the catch. That brings up Ty Stepik. A hit by pitch and a walk for him so far here in game 2.
Oh,
I know they wanted me to work. They wanted me to do it because I announced the football. And I was like, I got stuff to do, but I was asked to do. I was going to do Michigan.
Stepik, first pitch swinging, launches this in a deep left field, moving back to the wall and making the catch is Mason Bear for a loud out number 2.
We're done at 8 o'clock.
oh yeah. See, we could go. We could say it's 6 to 9. We
The
can end it.
center fielder, number 13, Cooper Etheridge.
So a couple long flyouts here in the 4th for Madonna. Cooper Etheridge trying to keep this inning alive.
Casino don't stop.
It's a glorified.
Tripled and scored 2 last inning.
Casino don't stop.
Up and in, Etheridge bends out of the way.
Oppo. Ty Stepik almost went out.
Right up to the warning track.
Saw that one.
Off speed will miss 2-0.
Is it Cooper Etheridge time? Home run, probably.
Dude, I swear he gets a home run every game.
No.
Or at least one a series.
Not even that.
Really?
He started out good.
2-0 to Cooper, takes it for a strike, 2-1.
Kind of dookie the last month.
Dookie is crazy.
Why do you think he cut his beard?
Hot dookie, actually.
Cuckoo caca.
Why do you think he cut his beard?
Etheridge awaits the 2-1. Outside corner for a strike, 2-2.
Kind of crazy. Where was he? Not really close to career home run record.
Mendiuk looking for his first 1-2-3 inning.
We just checked it. She's like 8 away.
Dylan is first base. Not Drew.
Sharks
Or third base, sorry.
The head coach is usually not
2-2, look out.
base coach.
3-2.
Yeah. Head coaches really aren't base coaches. They're game managers. Yes.
Etheridge stepping back into the box. A couple pitches this at bat, it ran in on him. Full count, 2 down. Etheridge, high pop up. First base side, Smith camps underneath it and makes the catch. 4 out, number 3. First 1-2-3 inning of the day for Mendiuk. We're through 4. Madonna leading by 3. Joseph Del Rosario up to the plate. First to see Trey Rowley here in the 5th. Takes the first pitch strike.
That's crazy.
I didn't care about Bailey.
One will miss. 1-1.
I could have cared less about Bailey's set.
Bailey Zimmerman? Yeah, Bailey Zimmerman was a 4 or 5 country guy.
Actually, we got there right at the end of his set. That's when we got inside.
Go for it.
See, now that you know Metallica's playing the Sphere, that one might
Del Rosario 1 for 6 overall on the day. Between games 1 and 2. Been beat up a little bit behind home plate. But the sophomore from Toronto has been toughing it out.
I haven't seen the Sphere would be Coldplay.
Coldplay? Coldplay and the Sphere.
don't get on camera though.
2 and 2.
I saw him at I saw them in Canada.
Were they good? Were they good?
Oh,
Good
it
concert?
was so good. That's probably the best concert I've been to, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
I could imagine. Coldplay is a good concert.
High pop up. On the edge of right field as it'll be Simon calling off Spicer for out number 1.
Keep her
The
rolling, Trey.
center fielder, number 32, Kayla Woods.
Who's warming up in a hoodie? Rosie or Camille for playing the game?
Caleb Woods reached on a fielder's choice and struck out swinging. His 2 times up here in game 2.
Rosie's ABs to a hit. Shoot a single.
First pitch swinging, couple chops to second. Spicer to Thompson for the second out.
I uploaded the box scores.
The designated hitter, number 43, Braxton Mustafel.
Braxton Mustafel now.
Refreshing, energizing.
A refresher, like a Starbucks.
Yeah, just
Trying to keep this 5th inning alive. First pitch, check swing, went around.
We live in a house with 3 girls, so
I think it was there anyway.
it rubs off.
Good pitch from Rowley.
Kowalski is warming up right now.
Like right now, I'm really into JV right now.
Golfs this to the left side, charging in, and it's going to get by a diving Amir Mitchell. Mustafel's going to around second. He's going to try for 3. The throw is on the money, and he is gunned down. Rowley nearly goes down celebrating.
That's a double. It's still a hit.
Yeah.
What a wild finish to this top of the 5th inning. Mustafel down at 3rd. Rowley down going into the dugout. And the Crusaders still up by 3.